Obviously, every studio session is different, but when you're working with such a large band like this, these guys it's a 7-piece band. And not even just a 7-piece band, but it's a 7-piece band with a lot of acoustic instruments. It's not like they have 2 synth players where you're just putting a DI into the console. Like, you know, you've got a fiddle player and an accordion player, an acoustic guitar player. So what you have to really be mindful of, not just is the separation, but the mic placement, using your microphones wisely. So choosing the polar patterns for the microphone to help reject other players, and really also just kind of leaning into the idea that you're gonna get bleed no matter what. So how can you use that to your advantage to make it cool, make a vibe out of that? So, you know, try not to be stupid with what you do, make sure everyone's comfortable, has good spots, good sight line, and just, you know, make it sound good.
Do things like they did before they had TV. Standing out with a bottle of whiskey. Yeah, baby, just you and me. Standing out with a bottle of whiskey. Do things like they did before they had TV. Standing out with a bottle of whiskey. Yeah, baby, just you and me. When we first started the band, it was just the two of us, me and Barry. And it would start where he would write, because I didn't know, I learned basic guitar with the band. I never knew how to play anything. So I would just write lyrics and he would have he would write songs around it. Now I play a little bit of guitar, so he'll send me stuff and I'll send him stuff back and forth. And now, especially with this new record that's coming out, Fionn is a lot more engaged with the songwriting, which is obvious because it's a lot more guitar heavy. It's a group of us. A lot of it has to do with emailing and texting us different ideas, lyrics, riffs, and we all eventually get together and just hash it out, and then a practice or two and it's played live.
In Midtown Manhattan lies Reservoir, a studio space with an eclectic backstory, legendary live room, and a vibrant resident artist community. Since its beginnings as Skyline Studio back in 1979, artists like David Bowie, Nile Rodgers, Lou Reed, and many others have graced these halls. This is a versatile venue suitable for everything from small jazz outfits to large orchestral ensembles, thanks to its creative layout and dynamic control room. The live room has remained intact from days past, stamping records with its famous sonic character to this day. The control room, centered around a Neve 8068 analog console, is peppered with classic pieces of hardware, as well as a deep mic locker with all the flavors your session may require. With owners Steve Sallet and Patrick Dillett at the helm, Reservoir has undergone some strategic changes, successfully bringing this facility into the modern world while retaining its cherished past. To learn more, please visit reservoirstudiosnyc.com.
American Musical Supply makes it easy to get the gear you need. 0% interest payment plans and free 2-day shipping bring the sound of your favorite brands right to your door so you can rock now and pay later. Get the gear you need to get the gig you want at American Musical Supply.
You don't have to hurry off, it's okay, you can stay. There's something in those eyes of yours, they're saying things and I'm listening. We don't have to sit and talk, being near you is all I want. I swear I caught you sighing. Why you hiding it? You know I'm feeling it too. Yeah, I'm feeling you. Oh yes, I do. Rest here in the fantasy between me and you. The urge to reach out and touch your hand. Will you hold your breath? Will you leave it there? We don't need to carry on, just one moment to come undone. Drawing the middle of your light that I long for. When you're gone, you know I'm feeling it too.
Between Me and You was one of the collaborations on the record. This is one that I actually wrote with Justin, who was in here assistant engineering during the session. So he and I were having these like kind of nerdy guitar hangs together, and he had written that opening progression. And I had like this emotional reaction just to that sort of opening vamp. And the lyrics and the vibe of the song and the sentiment are supposed to encapsulate when you have feelings for something and nothing has happened yet, and it's just like, I don't know, you're floating, and yeah, it's like a crush. It's like a crush song, fantasy crush song.
I've used the Unfairchild, which obviously is an amazing compressor, but a Fairchild style compressor has a ridiculous amount of tubes in it. And obviously the vintage ones have a lot of very rare, expensive tubes that have to be replaced pretty frequently. So their choice to have more accessible, modern components, I think was very valuable and a smart design choice. And the thing sounds amazing. Like you can literally run mixes through it where it's not getting any compression, and it just adds a level of depth and dimension that your mixes didn't have before that.
I went from the S2As to the S3Hs. I mean, I'm just so used to them, and they just feel so comfortable that it's sort of weird to go and listen to other speakers and stuff now, which is why I end up trying to drag these things around to other sessions and stuff. I know that I can trust them, and that's always the most important thing.
Devotion takes the place of self-reliance, soon will follow pride. And that is why I cannot listen to you, grandma, now. I never lost myself in all. I may have slipped, I didn't fall. I never hit, I didn't die. My pride's intact, I'm standing tall. Gave her everything till everything was letting her down. I don't know if she understands or ever will, but I know that we're better off and better still. Oh, I hear that she's laughing more than she had been, so I know that a bitter heart is sweet again, sweet again. Your mind to rest. My worry lies with her investing all she had in someone so alone is not the healthiest. Not that I grew, not that I thrive beside a woman so sour. Oh, I had more to give, I know. I guess I just assumed she'll always certain expectations, giving life it from me to throw. And it was all that I could do to stop from shutting her right down. Oh, yes, ain't I should've told her I confess. Your bitter
So don't put me in chains. You can't hold me down, 'cause I'll just break away. I'm a rebel, rebel, rebel. Yeah, I go my own way, and I'm not gonna stop. I don't care what they say. I'm a rebel, 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 rebel.
What if there were a place to compare the sound of all the gear you need to capture your sound? It would be the perfect showroom, limitless, free, and totally unbiased, where you can trust your ears. That place now exists. Welcome to Audio Test Kitchen. For the debut gear category, we captured one of the most important, large diaphragm condenser microphones. In partnership with 60 manufacturers and a world-renowned audio development lab, we recorded 250 microphones on 10 sources and 6 vocalists in 4 genres to reveal their true personalities. Through our science and custom audio comparison website, you will discover and compare the right microphone for your next purchase or project, or simply enjoy exploring the sonic possibilities. It's your sound. Do your own taste test at audiotestkitchen.com.
A very long tour.
In 2 days we head down to North Carolina and then across the country to San Francisco and work our way back, and then immediately go to Europe for a couple weeks, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, get back for Thanksgiving, and then immediately do the States for all of December. And then after that we finish our next album. So
Yeah.
So I live between New York and London. I do 70% of sessions in New York, but I do another 30% of sessions in studios in London. I'm going back in like 4 or 5 days for sessions at Abbey Road and Livingston Studios. And I also tour. I do live sound. I've done live sound for Lou Reed, Laurie Anderson, John Zorn, Mike Patton, the Beach Boys, the Black Crowes. And I'm gonna go on tour with the Lighthouse family in like a month from now. Live sound and studio sound are very interconnected in my life and in my world. And I've learned a lot of tricks in the live sound environment and brought them into the studio environment and vice versa. For example, in a session like today with Paris Monster, where everyone tracked in the same room with live vocal mics sang by the drummer who's also playing drums and who's right next to a bass amp, you know, that's the kind of experience that you bring home from live sound that's gonna help me mix this and make sure that we have the proper separation with all the signals in place.